When Fabio Quagliarella joined Napoli in 2009, his childhood dreams came true. But the striker's solitary season in his boyhood club turned into an absolute horror story. From crooked caps to stalkers, this is undoubtedly one of football's most tragic love stories. This spine-chilling saga began in 2007 when Fabio Quagliarella first received a string of sinister messages accusing him of mafia connections. Although that was concerning, he passed them off as only ravings of a lunatic fan. But when he joined his hometown club Napoli, that's when things got really scary. On the outskirts of Naples, letters began arriving at Quagliarella's parents' home, and they contained pictures of underage girls claiming that the forward was a pedophile and a drug addict. And in another instance, they sent a picture of a coffin with Fabio's face nailed to it. Quagliarella was shell-shocked. He didn't know what to do, so he told the whole situation to his childhood friend Giulio De Riso. And surprisingly, De Riso told him that he was also suffering from something similar. His friend told him that he was also receiving threatening letters in his shop, but accusing him of laundering money for the mafia. Fortunately, De Riso knew a way to solve the situation. A couple of days later, both De Riso and Quagliarella met with Raffaele Piccolo, a policeman specialized in cybercrime. Piccolo took the matter seriously, even keeping the striker's phone for evidence. Eventually, he came to the conclusion that the culprit could be one of his teammates, so he gave Fabio orders to keep the investigation a secret from the club. But after a year of hell, Quagliarella, still fearing for his life, accepted to trade his boyhood club Napoli for Juve, the biggest team in Italy at the time. The Napoli Ultras were furious. After all, their hometown hero left for the establishment club. I mean, how would you feel if your favorite player traded your team for your biggest rivals? However, despite Quagliarella's move to Turin, he and his parents continued getting ceaseless abuse and accusations. Then, they had a breakthrough in their investigation. In a meeting with Fabio's father, Vittorio, policeman Piccolo revealed that he was also receiving texts accusing him of mafia ties. Nothing special, right? It would be expected. After all, he was trying to stop the perpetrators. But when Vittorio asked to see the messages, Piccolo became uneasy and said that he had deleted them. But why? Why would a policeman delete evidence related to an open investigation? Besides, he did exactly what he told Quagliarella and his family not to do. Obviously, De Riso was suspicious when he found about that, so we decided to go to the police station to get more updates on the case, but when he talked to the cops, that's when he realized what was happening all along. The cops had no idea about the case. They never received any reports regarding the threats and abuse, despite Piccolo filling them out in front of Quagliarella and his close ones. The police then opened an investigation themselves, this time on Officer Piccolo, and while they were examining his Facebook posts, they noticed something interesting. I assume most of you, when you write a comma, you leave some space, like this. But Piccolo always typed them like this. That same anomaly that every letter received by Quagliarella had. A couple of days later, and after further investigation, the police had enough evidence to raid Piccolo's home. They seized his computers and discovered that he had been stalking and harassing multiple people. Lawyers, local restaurant owners, and in Quagliarella's case, Serie A footballers. Moving forward to 2017, 7 years after Quagliarella's controversial Napoli exit, Piccolo is sentenced to almost 5 years in jail. Finally, Fabio was able to tell his story, to share his side and hopefully amend the relationship with a club he always loved. He was labeled a traitor, a coward, and most importantly, he was judged and cast aside by his own people. After hearing of his ordeal, the Napoli fans were heartbroken. They displayed a banner apologizing to Quagliarella and composed a song that the entire São Paulo felt echoing throughout its Napolitan soul. A beautiful tribute ending with, "Dear Fabio, forgive us, champion." We should never judge a person without knowing the full details of a story. I've seen it happening with Ronaldo last year, and this year I've seen Neymar and Messi being ostracized by their own fans. Football isn't just a game, but we should be more thoughtful about what's happening in the players' lives. If we don't know what's going on, we shouldn't really hate. But that's just my opinion. Let's have a discussion in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single crazy story about football. And if you want to keep watching content like this, click on this video up next. I'll see you there.